the Helen Hamlin Centre, which is just across the road on the right there, which is the official muster point. 2 sets of loos. This floor, just past the double doors on your right as you leave, is the ladies' loo. Next floor up is the gents. The security staff thinks that's all you need to know, but there is also a cafeteria just outside if you need a drink. So this afternoon, Research Alive, welcome to this symposium, and the symposium genuinely in the sense not just a series of lectures or a conference, but an opportunity to invite dialogue, responses. So you're very welcome as participants of this exchange of thoughts, of questions, of views. We do have a Twitter hashtag for you to send your questions during the course of the afternoon, and they will be collected by our 2 hosts, Evelyn and Amy Winters, who have hosted the symposium, who've convened and organised and planned and thought the symposium. At the end of the symposium, there will be these roving mics. We encourage you to give us your names as well as asking your questions, because the whole symposium is being recorded, is being streamed, and will be available as research material. We're also going to be leaving the email addresses of Eve and Amy, so that should thoughts occur to you in the aftermath and you'd like to communicate those are very welcome. We'd really like any feedback at all on your thoughts on practice-led research in art and design. So this is one of the particular strengths of the Royal College of Art research culture, is that there's a long and very successful history of design history research here, along with the V&A, and that kind of archival research and intellectual, cerebral, analytical research already has its discipline fairly well mapped out. But this very new area of practice-led research is something that's much more unknown, and therefore in a way more exciting, because it is terra incognita, remains to be mapped. You remain to be some of the cartographers of that new territory, of the new maps of that new territory. And everyone really has the opportunity to have take authorship and to stake a claim in the innovation of this territory. So it's very, very exciting time. It's also, not surprisingly, a little bit frightening, insecure, anxious, where there are no certain protocols and no certain methodologies. There are very often simply enthusiasms or ideas or questions that are left to guide. And some of the questions that have sparked this symposium from Eve and Amy are the fact that they were organising it from the perspective of being the researchers themselves. The authority lies in the questioner. So in doctoral research, postgraduate research, it's very often the student, the research candidate, that has as much knowledge as the faculty, as the officials, as those who are the VIPs, those who are supposed to be, as it were, in the position of being the authorities. And I think we want to respect that, the integrity, the authority of the questioner, of the researcher, and to think how it is that role can be more fully integrated into the research process, to be recognised as a research dynamic. So it's research from the point of view of the questioner. It's research from the point of view of research collaboration. We have an interdisciplinary collaboration here. Eve is working within fashion and Amy within textile. We're interested in the collaboration between disciplines, but also, especially today, in thinking about what practice-led knowledge is when it's not within the academy, when it's not within the studio or the atelier, when it comes from other areas of practice. So we have 4 very generous speakers who've spared some time from their very busy schedules to come and be with us today to talk about their own specific professional disciplines. that have some similarities to and differences from the kind of research that most of us are doing, that creative practice research. But certainly we're thinking about the possibilities of collaboration between the academy industry, the academy design, the academy startup companies, entrepreneurial cultures, cultures that are not specifically those to do with higher education. And one of the areas that is crucial for today is the fact that knowledge comes not, as it were, descending from God or from the library, but very much from dialogue, from interaction. So we very much welcome your presence here, and I'd like to pass on now to Eve and to Amy, your conveners. Thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, Claire. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Research Alive Symposium. I'm Eve. I'm a fashion researcher here at the Royal College of Art. My research is around fashion, pedagogy, and cultural differences in teaching and learning. I am very happy to be here today, be able to have the opportunity to invite the guest speakers. Especially, I want to make my sort of gratitude to Max, just flew in from Stockholm. Paul just arrived from Zurich. It's a very grand opportunity. So thank you for both of you. Yeah.
Thank you. And I'm Amy Winters. I'm co-convening the conference with Evelyn. I'm a textiles researcher here in soft robotic materials, and we're co-hosting today Research Alive on behalf of fashion and textiles research. We chose specifically 4 experts from the areas of anthropology, creative technology, and digital culture. It gives us great pleasure to introduce Melissa, Max Wang from Digital Entrepreneurship, Paul Go from Digital Crafting, and Dr. Peter Oakley from Ethnography and Material Culture.
And we're really interested in creating a discussion that's around the topic today. So please just keep any notes, any thoughts, ideas, and we'll open for the panel discussion later. And here today we aim to foster a discussion that's around multidisciplinary thinking methods. So how can we bring the research alive?
Brilliant. So to start, I'd like to introduce Melissa Coleman, our first guest speaker, creative technologist.
Hi. Do I turn it on, right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Play.
Yes.
Excellent.